Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, please to subscribe. So today our topic is transformers, so which is a part and parcel of a subject that is electrical technology. So it is a photograph of a transformer. Nowadays our transformers are everywhere, no? So what is a transformer? A transformer actually transfers the AC electrical power from one circuit to another circuit. Transformer transfers the AC electrical power. Okay, let us define the transformer. So it is a static device. It is one of a device which can transfer the AC electrical power from one circuit to another circuit without changing the frequency, but voltage levels are changed according to the requirement. Okay, so it is a definition. So let us discuss the differences between the step down transformer and the step up transformer. Actually it is a symbol of a transformer. So in case of a step up transformer, here number of secondary turns are greater when compared to the primary turns. So these are the primary turns and these are the secondary turns. So always remember, it is a primary winding, it is a secondary winding. So this primary winding is connected to AC supply. This secondary winding is connected to load. So here in case of a step up transformer, secondary winding is that means number of turns in a secondary winding is greater when compared to number of turns in a primary winding. So similarly, in case of a step down transformer, number of turns in a primary winding is greater when compared to number of turns in a secondary winding. So it is a main difference between the step up transformer and step down transformer. So we can also differentiate both these step up and step down transformers in a different way. So that way is if secondary voltage is greater when compared to primary voltage, it is a step up transformer. It is also called a step up transformer. If secondary voltage is less than primary voltage, it is called a step down transformer. In this way also we can differentiate the step up and step down transformers. Okay, so see here the classification of a transformer. So as for the phase, we have single phase transformers and three phase transformers. So as for the core, we have core type or shell type transformers. So as for the cooling system, we have self cooled transformers, air cooled transformers or air blast type transformers. So it is a classification regarding transformers, right? So let us discuss the working principle involved in case of a transformer. So always remember, transformer main principle of operation of a transformer is the mutual induction. Transformer works on the principle of a mutual induction. So let us observe here. So I had already said primary winding is connected to AC supply, DC AC supply, and secondary winding is connected to load. Okay, so see here what is meant by mutual induction principle. So if a AC supply of V1 volts is connected to a primary winding, and EMF will be induced in the secondary winding. It is simply called as mutual induction principle. When AC supply of V1 volts is connected to primary winding, so and secondary EMF or EMF will be induced in the secondary winding. Simply we can call it as mutual induction principle. So see here, when AC supply of V1 volts is connected to primary winding, so initially flux will be set up in the core. So this flux is linked with the secondary winding. So EMF will be induced across the secondary winding. The EMF which is induced across secondary winding is called a secondary EMF. Always remember simple thing, transformer works on the principle of mutual induction. What actually the mutual induction means? If a AC supply of V1 volts is connected to primary winding, EMF will be induced in the secondary winding. That's it. It is a mutual induction, simply we can say. So see here, both the primary and secondary EMF. So the EMF produced in the primary winding is called primary EMF. EMF which is produced in secondary EMF, that is called secondary EMF. Okay. So these both are linked with each other. So both secondary and primary EMF directions are opposite to supply voltage according to Lenz law. According to Lenz law, both the primary EMF direction and secondary EMF direction are opposite. Okay. So let us discuss what is meant by an ideal transformer. So ideal transformer has no losses. It is the main thing. So ideal transformer has no losses. So its winding resistance is also zero. Winding resistance means primary winding resistance as well as secondary winding resistance is zero. So it is the ideal transformer. Here the leakage flux is zero. Flux leakage is zero here. Winding resistance is also zero. So it has no losses. It is all about ideal transformer. So transformation ratio, it is denoted with a K. So transformation ratio is given by E2 by E1, that is the secondary EMF to primary EMF, that is equal to V2 by V1. So that is secondary voltage to primary voltage. So N2 by N1, that is second number of secondary turns to the primary turns. So that is equal to I1 by I2. So see here the transformation ratio is inversely proportional to the current. So it is directly proportional to the current, whereas here the transformation ratio is inversely proportional to voltage and number of turns and the EMF. It is the main thing we can remember in this case of a transformation ratio. Transformation ratio is always denoted with the K. So let us discuss an EMF equation. So here it is all about single phase transformer. So here it is RMS value of a EMF in the primary winding. So this equation is related to single phase transformer. So what we are discussing, so it is a working of a, so I had initially said as per the phase we are having single phase and three phase, no. So it is so what I had mentioned here, so it is a single phase transformer. So it is a single phase transformer. So observe here the equation in case of a single phase transformer. Initially we are discussing single phase transformer, then we can move with another types. So EMF equation. So for time being I am not deriving this equation, simply remember this equation. RMS value of EMF in primary winding, that is 4.44 pi m into F into N1. So here pi m means it is sinusoidal flux. Sinusoidal flux, or simply you can say flux. Here F means frequency, here N1 means primary turns. Okay. So similarly RMS value of EMF in the secondary winding. So that is also same 4.44 into 5m into F into N2. Here in case of a secondary winding EMF we are having the secondary turns. So that is the primary winding EMF and secondary winding EMF. Simply remember these EMF equations. So next we are going to discuss the three phase transformer. So observe here it is a single phase transformer. In single phase transformer we are having one primary winding and one secondary winding. So in case of a three phase transformer we are having three primary windings and three secondary windings. Okay, we are having three primary windings and three secondary windings. So which are wound on a common core is all that is required. Okay, so here in case of a three phase transformer we require three primary and three secondary windings. So can be connected in the feed either delta to delta or delta to Y to achieve the required three phase transformer bank. So main difference between this single phase transformer and this three phase transformer is in case of a single phase transformer we are having only one primary winding and only one secondary winding. In case of a three phase transformer we are having three primary windings and three secondary windings. That is the main difference between primary and secondary between the single phase and three phase transformers. So another type is core type or shell type transformer. We had already discussed these single phase and three phase transformers. Now we are moving to as per the core. We are having core type or shell type transformers. No? So let us discuss the difference between core type or shell type transformers. So observe here core type transformer. In case of a core type transformer, two L-shaped limbs are C and I shaped limbs are joined in order to form a rectangular frame. In case of a core type transformer, two L shaped limbs or one C and one I shaped limbs are joined together to form a rectangular frame like this. Okay, so it is a core type transformer. In case of a core type transformer, here primary winding, so it is a primary winding, it is a secondary winding. Both the primary winding and secondary winding are split into two halves. Primary winding and secondary winding split into two halves, and both these windings are placed side by side. These windings are placed side by side on each limb. Why? Because in order to reduce the flux leakages, these two windings are placed side by side. These are wound on each limb. Okay, these are the limbs actually. We are having L-shaped limbs, C-shaped limbs or I-shaped limbs in case of a core type of transformer. So let us discuss a shell type of transformer. In case of a shell type transformer, we are having E-shaped limbs or E and I-shaped limbs or F and L-shaped limbs. E and I-shaped limbs or F and L-shaped limbs are joined together to form a rectangular frame like this. So here also we are having primary winding and secondary winding. So but these both the primary winding and secondary winding, these two are wound on a central limb. So it is a central limb. So these two windings are wound on a central limb. Whereas in case of a core type transformer, both these primary winding and secondary winding are placed side by side on each limb. But in case of a shell type transformer, these both windings are wounded on a central limb. It is the main difference between core type or shell type transformers. So let us discuss some more differences between core and shell type transformer. In a core type transformer, it consists of two limbs and flux in both limbs is same. So in case of a shell type transformer, it consists of three limbs and flux in two outer limbs is half of the flux in the central limb. Okay. Next one. In case of a core type transformer, a part of core is surrounded by a winding. In case of a shell type, winding is surrounded by the core. In case of a core type transformer, it consists of single magnetic circuits. So it consists of two magnetic circuits. So in case of a core type transformer, construction is difficult. In case of a shell type transformer, here the construction is very easy. So it is the differences. It is all about core and shell type transformers and their differences. Thank you. In next video we will discuss the continuation of these transformers. Thank you guys.